All right, well, let's go over what happened.
So first things first, he completely switched it up and made me completely forget that I had a pistol.
Yeah,
I thought I was the aggressor for a second.
I was getting attacked. I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
I should have just shot you when you.
Yeah.
When
Sorry,
As
Stab
soon as
him.
you picked up that
he
knife,
picked up the knife and went
Yeah,
at
let's
him.
go back- go after him.
Let's go back to the very beginning.
Yeah.
Okay. So what happens?
See a guy holding a knife here.
Fucking stuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Could be a trick.
Could be.
Maintain my distance.
If it's any and he's
Tell him
bleeding,
not
he's
to
probably,
move.
He's probably stuck.
Tell him not to move. Call for help.
Sure.
New guy comes up, seems interested.
Did you hear what he said? Did you hear anything he said?
I thought he was talking about me. I
Me
thought he
too.
was telling him
Yeah,
that I was a guy that stuck him.
I thought so too.
Yeah.
And then I actually listened to what he was
Well,
saying.
So I was trying to maintain my distance from both of them.
Said the guy in the white shirt.
he
Yes.
said the guy in the
Point-
white shirt, he's
and
the one
pointed
that's,
at him.
Yeah.
Him, he fucking stabbed me. I was waiting for you to put
Yeah.
a muzzle on him.
Yeah.
Towards the end, when he brought out his knife and started stabbing him, that's when I realized. I thought up until then that he was accusing me of having stabbed him.
Interesting how that went, you know. Okay, so you realized that dude is a stabbing victim.
Uh-huh.
That's the stabber, and he's stabbing him again.
Yeah.
What did you do?
Saw the knife and went after the knife.
Okay,
Completely forgot about it.
any reason to? Well, first of all, any reason to stick your nose up in the middle of that?
Yes and no.
Tell me. I'm not saying I'm
no.
not saying it's right or wrong, but let's
No
just talk about it.
self-preservation, yes. Attempting to intervene on someone who's looking like he's about to die, most surely gonna die otherwise.
Okay. And intervention, you know, this is one of these things, man, that's bandied about a lot and talked about, where people say they never will, they always will. You know, honestly, you never know. And I don't fault somebody one way or another. But just to understand, you're buying into that problem.
Mhm.
Okay. So you elected to go hands-on with the blade. I think the better option would have been to get a gun on him
Yeah.
and deal with it, do it and start, especially when he comes off a stab and error and he faces you like that.
Uh-huh.
Man, you need to start dumping ashtrays in his face.
Yeah.
You know, that was a perfect shooting opportunity. You went hands on. Really good job on your split seat belt, man. You pulled that split seat belt very nicely, which I haven't taught you for knife defense, but I actually do teach it for knife defense. But you intuitively figured it out. You getting the reps yesterday, and it worked for you. And I think for the most part, once you attach to it, you maintained a dominant position and kept the blade out of you for the most part. Rode it around in a good 2-on-1. You know, you stayed heavy on Chris. He didn't hand switch. He didn't try. You know,
I did try a hand switch.
You did try a hand
Yeah,
switch.
halfway in there, and it didn't. It just
You
didn't.
couldn't get it. Yeah,
Fuck ball.
yeah. That's you know, guys do hand switching. They do, but you know, just as often they're not able to pull it off. If somebody's heavy on you, they can split your hands. Yeah, that's the way to keep somebody from hand switching, is do it just like you did. So it's a good job. And then Aaron, still, you know, bleeding, guts all over the place, came over to try and help you a little bit. So did you ever think about trying to pin that knife, get your gun out, and finish that problem?
I remembered that I had a pistol when you called time. Because I'm wearing the cup for the first time too, and I'm like, oh, that's what that is. Nope, I got a gap.
It's man, and you know, you're physically skilled. It's easy to forget, you know, that you got that.
Yeah.
It is. So always think about that, because that, you know, that is the great equalizer, and that will solve
Right.
those problems quicker. Even though you've got great athletic ability and good martial skill, there's no doubt. Don't forget about that gun.
Yeah, well, I could have lit him up 5 times.
A bunch.
Right in that beginning portion.
You could have
before
shot.
he
You
made
could have
it.
shot him before he got to you. You
Yeah.
could have shot him. You had plenty of time to shoot him while because you had the dominant position.
Mhm.
Okay. In fact, you had a nice gift wrap on him. You could have drawn the gun and started racing him right there and solved that shit, and not let him get loose. So I think you could have drawn the gun much earlier.
Mhm.
Overall, very interesting evolution, and I really like that kind of rich role play, because it adds an entirely new element. on the decision making. And again, you see the confusion. What the fuck's going on?
So,
That's very real.
Yeah.
That's very real. Okay, that's very real. Just the whole thing of him saying, you know, him walking up, not knowing who he is, and him saying he fucking stabbed me, thinking, oh shit, I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
You know, that right there, but not processing. Oh, he's talking about him. That's real. That's very real. Okay, that's not just a artifact role play. That's very real. Not knowing who's saying what about who, that's very authentic. That's very real world. Seen that several times, actually. So in the real world. Questions or comments?
I got one. I was planning on messing with you. I thought you were gonna light him up. So from my perspective, you did a really good job because I was gonna wait until you blasted him and be like, man, that guy just called my wife this, and be like, I started, he fucking stabbed me, and you just shot him for me. But
Which is okay.
yeah.
That's okay too. You know, it doesn't mean he still fucking stabbed you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and was coming after him with a knife.
But just to add some moral
You may have
ambiguity.
you may have been worth stabbing, you know, morally, but not legally. So, you know.
That was cool. That was a good one.
Yeah.
And,
No,
you know,
that's the thing is, when he started saying guy in the white shirt, I thought he was talking about him because it's gray. I was like, you mean he stabbed him? And I was gonna defend him against him,
Sure.
and then it reversed,
Yeah.
and then I was like, oh, I'm supposed to be the bad guy. Told you I'd fucking kill you.
Yeah. It's real well done. It's real well done. I like that. You know, it's, and again, there's no model. You know, everybody talks about decision making. You know, you need good decision making. Well, how do you learn decision making? There's no PowerPoint for that. There's no Bill drill for that. You learn that by doing this with bodies and having to fucking figure it out in the moment. That's how your decision making gets better. Okay, is with oppositional training. Okay, that's alive. Really good job, guys. Really good job. Awesome.
This is going to be a hard group to follow.